Hey, this is Meridith Powell, and this week I'm coming to you from British Columbia. Listen, it is absolutely gorgeous here, and I want to talk to you about being a sales coach. Listen, I always thought I was a really good coach until I had the opportunity to sit at the foot of somebody who was an amazing coach and really taught me what being a coach is all about. It was a couple of years ago. I had the opportunity to go on an overnight in a cave. We were taking a group of kids, Boys and Girls Club children, into a cave to go splunking and to spend the night. I was going to supervise the girls, and they had about a 4-man team ready to supervise about 50 boys. I think we had 10 girls, 50 boys. And the next morning, we get up, we go into the cave, we spend the night, we get up the next morning, and we're starting on this activity. Now, I had taken the girls about a mile ahead the night before to spend the night. Of course, teenagers, we wanted to separate them. And when I got up the next morning, we walked the girls back, and we started on this splunking exploration. Now, I knew the terrain that we had come over. I knew even in that mile how difficult the terrain was. And as we got ready to go, a couple of the boys who were a little out of shape, a little insecure, hung at the back. And as they started to walk through some of the tough terrain, one of them started to cry a little bit. He said, "I can't do it." And I thought, oh, good Lord, if he can't do this, he's not going to be able to do anything that we have coming in front of him. But the guy that I was with, one of the supervisors, he said, "You can do this. Come on, keep going." He kept encouraging the boy. Finally, I pulled him aside and said, "Listen, you got to see what's a mile down the road. If he can't do this, he is never going to make it there." And he pulled me aside and he said, "Meridith, he can do it. I've taken countless kids through this cave. And the one thing I know is if I let him quit now, he's going to believe that he can never do anything. But if I push him, I make him go through the crying, I make him go through the pain, and I believe in him before he believes in himself, he's not only going to make it through this cave, but he's not going to remember crying. He's not going to remember being afraid. All he's going to remember is that he did it, and that will change his life." That's what you need to do as a coach. You need to believe in what your kids can do. You need to believe in what your team can do. You need to hold the confidence for them and push them just a little bit more. You do that, you'll not only build a powerful team, but you will turn all of this uncertainty into your greatest competitive advantage.